Continue to track the shooting in West Omaha. Omaha police investigating after an apparent active shooter was shot and killed by an Omaha police officer. The scene, Target, 178th and West Center. The gunman armed with a long rifle and lots of ammunition. Our Johan Marin continues our coverage live from the scene. Johan?
John, police say a white male in his 30s walked into this Target on West Center Road heavily armed and started shooting. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but police are still investigating the motive. And the police chief released a statement saying that right now he is very thankful for how police responded to the scene.
My initial take is when I came out here and heard this coming, that this is what you want. When you have an active shooter in your city, you want a massive response like this. So I want to thank all the surrounding agencies, federal, county, state, and I want to thank the Omaha police officers who responded to this matter as well.
As of right now, you can see behind me, everything's still blocked off with do not cross yellow tape. And the Omaha Police Mobile Command Truck has arrived and a large white forensic investigation van as well. And police are still urging people to not get close to the site. And Target has released a statement saying they will remain closed until further notice. Reporting live, Johan Marin, 6 News.
Johan, the